So this is a tutorial overview of the English 101 developmental site that we created over the summer for everyone in the English department. There will be other videos that give you instructions on how to pull content into your own site, but this one is just to show you what has been set up. So over the summer, in order to make it a little easier for you to set up your courses, we designed this development site for English 101. And what you'll see is that we've done something called a la carte in a sense. We know that everybody has a certain way that they want to set up instruction. They have particular types of essays that they like to cover in class. And you can still use whatever content that you have, but if you're pressed for time, you can go and use this and bring in whatever pieces of information. Now, I'm not going to show you how to do that in this video, but I'll give you an overview of what this course has. So if you go into it, you'll notice there's a module called For Instructors. And take a look at that before you do anything else, because what it'll do is it'll set you up and tell you what's going on. So again, we've designed everything in terms of modules. Now the modules could go for a 1 week, or it could be done over 2 or 3 weeks. And you can break them up in your own course the way you see fit. It's used some of the good design principles of Quality Matters. So like I said, we've set this up a la carte. In other words, you can go and pull in whatever modules you want to use for your semester and discard the other ones that you don't want to use. There are one required thing that you have. It says here that there's 2 required things, but that's because the dual enrollment professors that are embedded in the high school need to do the college application assignment. Feel free to use it yourself, because after all, many of our students are planning to transfer to 4-year institutions, so it's still a valuable assignment. The signature assignment is required, so that is one module you should copy into your course. And again, you know, the prompt's been provided. We've got lots of background material for you. In addition, Emily Hampton Hayes has created a library instruction module. You can still have a librarian come to your course, whether remote, synchronous, or on campus, and they will do instruction about the course. We also, want you, of course, to cover plagiarism and MLA, and we have a bunch of resources there that you can pull in. That one is its own module, because depending on which ones you choose to cover, you'll just pull in the appropriate plagiarism or MLA material into whatever module you want to cover that in. So the only thing that you have to worry about as far as all of these essays that you can choose from, modules, is that we hit the 4,500 word minimum, we cover the signature assignment, and that one of your essays involves argument and research. And if you see, we've put the required page number counts word counts next to each one, so that you can go and easily see before you look in the modules what's involved. And you can see we've got college application, narration, description. All of these assignments are either things that I used or things that other people in the department shared with me when I was building this course. In case you need a nice review, we've got the grading criteria, what makes an A, B, C, or D paper, or F for that matter. If you need any help, just contact any one of us. Siobhan and I are pretty good for English course questions and many of the Canvas questions. Now, while we can't build this course for you, if you have questions because certain things aren't working correctly, you can contact us. We also have Susie and Jesse that are very good people to turn to for technical questions and design questions. Again, library instruction is required, and our librarians, Emily Hampton Hayes primarily, has created a bunch of videos and quizzes that you can use in your instruction. And we even have different tutorials throughout that can help you with all of these different things. So now let's go into the modules. So some of the modules are more fully built than others. we're assuming that you're going to bring in some of your own materials to enhance whatever is designed here. But if we go into the narration essay, for instance, you can change the titles of any of these things as you want once you've brought them into your course. But you can see that the first thing we have is a page for instructors. We don't want you to make that public. You can delete it if you need to, but it's really just for you. And it gives you an idea of where we're heading with this particular module. The other thing that all of these modules have is an overview. And the overview is for students. It's to give them a snapshot of what's going to be involved for that unit. And you can break it up into multiple weeks. For instance, if you were doing the argument rebuttal essay, that's usually taught over 2 or 3 weeks as opposed to 1 week. But the narration essay is often a 1-week module. But you'll see that we have the readings and videos. We have course objectives that are pulled from the syllabus. Then there are unit objectives, which looks at the course objectives and breaks them into smaller components. And then for the student's sake, we list the assignments that are going to require them to do something for a grade so that they know what they have to turn in for that module. And then depending on the module, we will have sort of a discussion, and you can enhance it and make it more elaborate if you're teaching completely remote. If you're teaching synchronous, you can leave this here and then cover much of the material during the synchronous portion of your class. But it breaks it down, central questions, whatever it is that's appropriate to that essay mode that's being covered. And there are a lot of quizzes for you. And we have a whole host of reading quizzes. Just about every essay in the Brief Bedford Reader is here, and I'll go over that in a moment. And this is another quiz. And each one is broken up as a separate quiz. And then, if there's other things that you want to cover, say for instance, you want them to include some dialogue in the narration essay, this page tells them how to do dialogue correctly. So it's got the tips and the set of rules that they're supposed to follow. There are discussion board posts for just about every one of the essay assignments. It can be as simple as asking them to tell you what they're going to cover for that essay, or it can be more detailed where they can post their thesis, main ideas, whatever it is that you want to do. And this one here's the example of the thesis and the introduction. And then this is how the essay assignments will look. And it's up to you. Many instructors like to do a draft and then a graded version. This one is designed so that you have a draft. It doesn't go to it is not graded, but you can require it. You can also go in here and edit it and change it and make it a requirement and for a grade if you want. And here's the revision. Exact same assignment. It's just broken up into the 2 steps. All of the essay assignments have rubrics attached. You can use the rubrics we've provided, or you can create your own. And then it goes into the next module. So what you can do is read through all of these different modules and decide which assignments you like and which ones you want to cover. So you could, for instance, just pull in the narration essay if you want. If you want to go in and pull in the description essay, you can do that too. And you'll see we've got example, definition, process analysis, a contrast essay, another definition essay, problem solution, argument rebuttal. Here, list all the quizzes that we had available from the Brief Bedford Reader. And that was collected by Mira a while back, and we kept it around and then little by little added it as quizzes into first Blackboard, and then we brought it into Canvas. So you've got these quizzes that you don't have to reinvent. Most of them are 5 questions worth 10 points. You can change the number of questions and you can change the number of points. There are videos that you can bring in as well. And some of these are tutorials that we used last spring when we suddenly went to remote learning. And others are additional things that can enhance it. This one, let's see, right here, how to write a WOW essay is part of the college application essay. But you can see how the same video can be used as is, or how you can create quizzes that are embedded in the video as well. And the other module that you need to bring into your course is the signature assignment. So we've got the signature assignment videos here. You can choose which of these videos you want to use. But you have the signature assignment response essay here. We've got the introduction for instructors with some set of directions. You've got some materials. We went ahead and provided a whole bunch of different articles that you can use. Many of them come directly from the databases, but some of them are from online. And you can see that we also have the overview, a video quiz to the response essay, then there's the signature assignment. And for the grade book, we have put each one of them in so that when they're doing these course assessments, they have it labeled the way they need to recognize it with Essay 1, Essay 2, Essay 3. And then in parentheses, for your own sake, you can see which one is the essay, the works cited, or the reflection piece. So in a nutshell, this is the course. We're not expecting you to copy all of it into your own course. We're just asking you that if you're pressed for time, look at these units, these modules, and see which ones you would like to incorporate. And hopefully it saves you some time. It makes it so that you don't have to invent all of the materials from scratch.